What's up, Yoshis? Finally doing this 2-8 tutorial. So the start of this level's pretty simple. You just go in this pipe. So I come in here with, I think I have 4 eggs here. Ideally you'd have 5 coming out of 2-7. You're just gonna jump on this platform, over here, and I try to jump off of the right side of this platform. And that just lines me up to easily tongue this 1-up shy guy. Then this Podoboo here sometimes jumps high and you'll have to tongue him, which loses a little bit of time because it freezes the game. But if he jumps low like he did here, then you can just jump right over him. So if you have 6 eggs at this point, you can throw an egg at this Podoboo here, and then you can jump off of this platform instead of this one. You can also jump off of this one and tongue the Podoboo. I think it saves a little bit of time because it cuts out 1 flutter over this giant lava pit here. It is easier to jump off of this one because it gives you a lot more height. So then you don't have to worry about... It's a lot easier to get over here without falling into lava. You do want to try to stay above this flower so that you don't collect it, because that loses time on the score screen. So on these platforms, if you jump on the first frame you land, you'll get like a giant boost upwards, which is fine, but it can really throw you off if you're not expecting it, and can even get you killed. So I usually try to avoid that. And then you can just flutter under this mid-ring. Try to flutter kinda low under it, because if you get too close, you can actually grab it even if you're not inside it. This is actually... It's not a bad idea to just grab this mid-ring, because it's a little bit scary to get under it, and it doesn't save that much time since you have to flutter under it anyway. So here you can save 4 seconds, I believe, by doing a pipe glitch here. Otherwise you can just go around, grab this cookie, go up here and into this pipe. Pipe glitch just effectively takes you through this pipe. It's just the same wrong warp mechanic as we did in 2-1. So then here, you're just going to ground pound down. Then jump and tongue the wall, tongue the ceiling to turn around. And we're going to go to the left to grab a key. Here we're going to grab 1 shy guy, so you should have 6 eggs at this point. Here I bounce off of this fake flower, which is kind of tricky to do. You can also just like land right before it and jump over it. You'll end up having to do a tiny bit of a flutter to get up here. Then when we get past this flower pot, we're just going to throw a bunch of eggs at it, because that's faster than pushing it to the right all this way. You don't want to throw too low on it. I think it might only be if you bounce off the floor first and then hit it, but it won't go as far to the right. So I usually try to kind of aim near the top of the pot. It's actually fastest to throw all of your eggs at the pot, but it makes the egg route tight for the rest of the level, so you'll probably want to keep 1 or even 2 eggs. So sometimes these guys will land like really close to you and you'll have to turn around left to avoid them. It kind of just takes practice to get used to knowing how close they can be before you have to run away. And then just tongue the key as it flies out of the pot. And run back through this room. You can grab another egg there. I like to do double tap jumps up this slope. I imagine it's a little faster, but not really sure. So then just grab this shy guy, and when Yoshi's nose is like just a little bit to the left of the left edge of this help box, you want to throw a neutral. And that'll hit this question mark block, or it's not a block, but hit the pulley there. Then you want to wait until this spike, or this crusher has gone pretty much all the way up, or pretty much as far as it's going to go. and then you can spit the Shy Guy at it. If you spit too early, then it just won't do anything. And then just grab one more egg, and go through. Run to the right, go in the door. It's a little bit of tough movement here. Just try to get up this as fast as possible. Cut this corner as close as you can, and then do a little left-right to get around that corner. Here we're going to back-tongue this Shy Guy. Can't remember if I've talked about back-tonguing, but you basically just want to do a quick tap of left and then neutral. So you don't want to be touching left or right when you're actually tonguing, because either way you'll be slowing yourself down. So just a quick tap of left and then tongue. And then once you're done tonguing, you can start holding right again. So this jump right here is frame perfect. I actually didn't get it here. I jumped a little too early. But if you jump on the very last possible frame, you can get under this spike without taking damage. Here I got hit, but you can just re-grab Baby Mario. It doesn't lose that much time. And if you jump too late, you won't jump at all. You'll just flutter down here, and you just want to keep holding B, and you'll just flutter right onto this platform. So it's not a big deal if you miss that jump at all. So, didn't really need to swallow that Shy Guy. I might have lost a little time. So what I do here is, when I'm about directly under this egg block, I just slide my thumb from B to A to do a descending neutral, like we did in 2-6, to shoot the foam. But you want to make sure your jump is pretty short so that you don't end up hitting this block, because that'll mess up your momentum. There's a lot of other different setups you can do to get this shot as well. You can just wait and shoot it later if that's easier. And then you could either spit the Shy Guy that you had in your mouth at this, or I swallowed it so I just throw an egg. Then it is faster to jump out of here and avoid this flower, because if you don't get any flowers in this level, it saves a half second on the score screen. So if you shot all your eggs at the flower pot earlier, you actually won't have any eggs right now, so you'll want to grab one from this block. Which just makes it a little harder to time landing on this cookie, because the cookie timing is kind of difficult. So what I do here, it doesn't matter exactly where you jump from, you just want to kind of find a consistent place on the ground to start your jump. And then, like, based on where you jump, you want to figure out how long you have to hold your jump, like how big of a jump you need to make to land on this cookie. So from where I jumped here, I had to do just a little bit of a flutter. And then I just dropped the flutter after a few frames. And the idea here is you want to land on the cookie when it's pointing mostly up, but just a little bit to the left. That way you don't end up bonking that wall here, and you don't end up bonking this ceiling here. So you just get a clean ride right up here. If you miss it, then you just want to ride up as far as you can and then adjust the angle later. So this shot I'm aiming here is kind of tricky. You want to scroll up the screen first so that you can see what you're doing. But then aim an egg just a little bit to the right. And I kind of aim for the corner of this spike here. I didn't actually get it here, but you can actually clear out the spike and hit the cloud underneath it at the same time if you hit it at just the right angle. But it ended up working anyway because the egg just bounced around and hit the cloud. The easier way to do this is to just stand up here and throw a shot up, and it'll just bounce off the spike twice. So here, you want to tongue these bandits when you go through them to stun them, then they won't be able to grab you. Then here, when the pop falls, you want to tongue the key, but also do a double tap jump, because you don't want to end up here, so you want to do kind of a short jump, but it needs to be long enough to make it to here. And I meant to jump off of this platform and land on the platform here, but I kind of screwed up. So what you actually want to do here is jump off of here, land here, then jump off of here and land here. But I lost a little bit of time because I scraped this wall. Then after that you just walk off of here and then just keep running and go in the door. Then just jump off these egg blocks to get over the mid-ring and go in the door. Now we're to Roger, the potted ghost. It's pretty easy to defeat. Don't have to watch all this. So, when the ghost attacks you, you want to just duck so that he can't push you backwards. So like just before his mouth hits you, you want to start ducking. And you have to hold this duck a lot longer than it looks like you should have to. Like pretty much all the way until he's back in his normal upright position. So around here you can stop ducking. Otherwise, he'll actually like push you back a little bit, even though it looks like he's nowhere near you. So here, about when he shoots out the second flame, you want to start moving left. What I do is I actually jump up, and like his body will give me a boost to the left, but you can also just run left. And you want to go to about this line in the floor, and then turn back right. It's not super tight. This is just to manipulate these flames so that they don't fall right on top of you. So you just do the same duck there. Those flames should never land on you. Same thing here. Sometimes he'll do one more attack, I think, but here you just shoot some flames. And he's dead. So then you want to wait just a little bit here and then hold up to scroll the screen up. And while the screen's scrolling, you want to jump so that the screen follows you. Here I actually jumped too late, so the screen didn't follow me. But as long as you do a ground pound at the top, the screen will start moving up. This just saves a few frames because it means that the pot will fall off screen sooner. It has to be like a certain amount below the screen before he dies. I think it saves around 17 frames. And then he's dead and the level's over. So hopefully I will be back soon with some World 3 tutorials and beyond. For now, thanks for watching and good luck learning.